Now, we're going to continue our discussion about week 6. Okay, so we're going to continue our discussion on binary trees. This is the continuation of the topic from week 6. So again, I am Janlyn Abamo, your OLC for today for the subject algorithms and complexity. Okay, so the objectives for today is, of course, you to understand the trees or terminologies, use the basic traversal on trees. Okay, so I believe that we already discussed the binary tree and then the forest last meeting. But of course, let's give a recall for those who just came in for the topic. Okay, so parts of a binary tree. A binary tree is composed of 0 or more nodes. So in Java, a reference to a binary tree may be null. Each node contains a value. It could be some sort of data item, a reference or pointer to a left child or right child. Okay, it could be also null. So a binary tree may be empty or contain no nodes. If not empty, a binary tree has a root node. So every node in the binary tree is reachable from the root node by a unique path. So a node with no left child and no right child is called a leaf. So I believe we discussed the parts of the binary tree before. If you remember, we have the root, we have the parent, we have the child, we have the sibling, we have the leaf, we have the terminal nodes, if you can recall. Okay, so again, this is just an addition. So we have the leaf. So again, it is called as leaf if a node with no left child and no right child. Okay? So in some binary trees, only the leaves contain a value. So let me show you a picture of a binary tree. So this is a sample of a binary tree. So if you can see, it's similar with the linked list. We have the pointers, we have the values. Okay, so at the topmost part of the binary tree, which is the letter A, this is called as the root. Okay? So the following two binary trees are different. So as you can see on the screen, we have nodes which is A and B. So what's the difference between these trees? Okay, so one is what? The other one is on the left, and then the other one is on the right. So in the first binary tree, node A has left child, okay? And then but no right child. In the second node, it has a right child but no left child, okay? So the difference is the positioning of the child. So put another way, left and right are not relative terms. So again, positioning of the nodes is important in the binary tree. Either it is in the position of in the right or in the left. So there are more terminologies in the tree or in the binary tree. So node A is the parent of node B if node B is a child of A. So node A is an ancestor of node B if A is a parent of B, or if some child of A is an ancestor of B. Okay? So in less formal terms, A is an ancestor of B if B is a child of A. Or A child of a child of A or a child of child of A. So node B is a descendant of A if A is an ancestor of B. So nodes A and B are siblings if they have the same parent. So let's try to go back to the tree before, and then let's try to apply those terminologies. Okay. Let me remove my highlight. Okay. Letter A here is the what? Is the root. But aside from being a root, A is the ancestor of B. And B is a descendant of A. Okay? So B is the descendant, A is the ancestor. Okay? And then aside from that, for example, okay, I have B and C here. So C is the right child and B is the left child of A. So again, B and C is the child of A and A is a parent of B and C. Aside from that, B and C are what? They are siblings. Okay? Let's try to check other nodes. Okay? So what about this one at the left side? I have what? I have D and E. So D and E are siblings. Okay? These two. And of course, D and E are child of B. And B is the parent of D and E. Okay? Next, F. So F is what? The child of C. And C is what? The parent of F. Okay? Next, G. G is what? G is the child of D. And D is the parent of G. Okay? Okay, next. We have H and I. Okay, so H and I are siblings. And H and I are child of E. And E is the parent of H and I. Okay? Next, F is the parent of J and K. J and K are siblings. Okay? So that's how you read a binary tree. Okay? So size and depth. So we have a sample binary tree here again. So the size of a binary tree is the number of nodes in it. So what do we consider nodes? What are the nodes here? So this one is a node. Okay, this one is a node. This one is a node. This is a node. This is a node. So sometimes node is called also as the vertex. Okay, don't forget about that. Either node, either vertex, it's the same. Okay. So now, as the definition says, so the size of a binary tree is the number of nodes in it. So what is the size of this binary tree, class? What is the size? Let's try to count, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So meaning to say, the size of this binary tree is what? Is 12. Okay, so this tree has size 12. So that's how you count the size of a binary tree. Don't forget. So next is the depth. So the depth of a node is its distance from the root. So distance from the root. So A is depth 0, meaning to say, let me erase first. Okay. So this one, from here, this is what you call depth 0. Or sometimes this is called as level 0. So either depth or level. Next, this one is level 1. Okay? This one is level 2. This one is level 3. And this one is level 4. Okay, so A is level 0, B and C is level 1, D, E, and F is level 2, and then G, H, I, J, K is level 3. Okay, and then L is level 4 or depth 4. Okay, so E, let's check if this is correct. So from this PowerPoint presentation, E is at depth 2. Let's check E. So here is E. That's correct. Okay? A is depth 0. This is A. Okay, next. So again, the depth of a binary tree is the depth of its deepest node. Okay, so when I ask, what is the depth of letter J? What is the answer? 3. Okay? So this tree has a depth of 4. If you're going to count, so 0, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So next is balance. So there are times that if you're going to check a tree, there is what you call a balanced tree and an unbalanced tree. Okay? So this one is a balanced binary tree. Okay? What about the unbalanced? This one at the right side, this is the unbalanced. How would you know if the binary tree is balanced or not? Now, the only thing that you can check if the binary tree is balanced is what? Checking the nodes. Okay? You have to maximize the nodes, at least 2 nodes each node or each vertex. Okay? If you're going to check this one at the left side, B and C has 2 nodes, okay? And then C has 2 nodes. And then D has 2 nodes, except for this one, of course. If you're going to check the binary tree in the right side, okay, so A, so I have B here. So from A, I only have 1 node. From B, I have 2 nodes, okay? While C, I only have 1 node, and then E, I only have 1 node. Okay, so meaning to say, this one is unbalanced binary tree. Okay? So again, a binary tree is balanced if every level above the lowest is full or contains 2 nodes. So in most applications, a reasonably balanced binary tree is desirable. So it should be a balanced binary tree. So sorted binary trees. So a binary tree is sorted if every node in the tree is larger than or equal to its left descendants and smaller than or equal to its right descendants. So equal nodes can go either on the left or the right, but it has to be consistent. Okay? Check the diagram below or the binary tree below. So next is the binary search in a sorted array. So look at the array location. So the formula is low plus high divided by 2. So we have an array here. We have array 0, array 1, array 2, array 3, array 4, array 5, and then array 6. Now the array 0 contains number 2 value. And then array 1 contains 3, array 2 contains 5, array 3 contains 7, and then array 4 contains 11, array 5 contains 13, and array 6 contains 17. Okay? So we are going to search for 5. Now, applying the given formula, so we're going, of course, the lowest array index is 0. And the highest array index is what? 6. Okay, so again, the lowest is 0, the highest is 6. Okay, so 0 plus 6 is what? 6. Divided by 2, we will get what? We will get 3. So array index 3, which is pointed here at the screen. So array index 3 contains the value of 7. Okay? Next, let's look for high. If high is equals to 2, so applying the given formula, so 0 plus 2. So divided by 2 equals 1. So 0 plus 2 is equals to what? 2. Divided by 2 is equals to 1. So array index 1 contains what? 3. Okay? Next. So we already look for the high. We're going to look for low. So now, looking for the low value. So low is equals to 2. So 2 plus 2 divided by 2. So 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. Divided by 2 equals 2. So array index 2, we have what? 5. Okay, the value of the array index 2 is 5. So applying it using a binary search tree. So here's the values from the array index. We have of course, we have the 7, 3, 13, and then the 2, 5, 11, 17. So assuming that it is presented in this manner, okay. So the first computed value while searching for 5, we get what? From equals 3, array index 3, we get the value 7. Okay? This one. Next, what's the next value? The next value is what? 3. Okay? So that's how we're searching the 3. Next, what's the next value? We have 5. So, okay, so that's how a binary search tree works. Okay? So next is, if we're talking about the binary tree, you should know how to apply or read the tree traversals. Okay? So what are the tree traversals? So a binary tree consists of a root and a left subtree and a right subtree. Okay? So let's try to go back to the tree before. I can use this one. Okay. Let me just erase. Okay. So, if you're going to apply the tree traversal, this one is considered as the root. Now, let's try to subdivide the binary tree. So, subdividing the binary tree, so this one is the right subtree. Okay? And this one is the left subtree. Okay? That's how you're going to subdivide a binary tree. So going back to the topic, to the tree traversal. Okay, so a binary tree is defined recursively. So it consists of the root, a left, and a right subtree, as shown earlier. So to traverse or to walk or to search, the binary tree is to visit each node in the binary tree exactly once, but of course there is a order. So tree traversals are naturally recursive. Since a binary tree has 3 parts, there are 6 possible ways to traverse the binary tree. We have the root left right, we have the left root right, we have the left right root, we have the root right left, we have the right root left, and we have the right left root. So we're going to start with the pre-order traversal. So in pre-order, the root is visited first. So here's a pre-order traversal to print out all the elements in the binary tree. So this is a sample code using the Java. So public void pre-order print. So binary tree, we're going to use the variable BT. So if BT is equals to null, and then return. So system.out, that print line, so BT.value, so we're looking for the root here, okay? And then the pre-order print, we're looking for what? The left child. And then pre-order print, BT.right child, we are looking for the, or reading or traversing the right child. So again, this code or syntax is for Java. So what about the in-order traversal? So for in-order, the root is visited in the middle. Okay, so while in the pre-order, you're going to visit the root first. In order, you're going to visit the root in the middle. Okay? So here's an in-order traversal to print out all the elements in the binary tree. Again, using the Java syntax. We have the public void in order print. We're going to use again the variable binary tree BT. So if BT is equals to null, return. So we're going to look for what? We're going to look for the left child. Okay, next is the right child. I mean the root. And last is the right child. Okay? So what about the post order? So if pre-order root is visited first, and in order the root is visited in the middle, post order traversal, root is what? Visited in the last. Okay? So again, post order, the root is visited last. So here's the post order traversal to print out all the elements in the binary tree. So again, this syntax is for Java. So public void, post order print, binary tree BT, we're going to use these variables. So if BT is equals to null, return. So look for the left child. After the left child, right child. And then next is what? The last one is the root. Okay? So tree traversal using flags. So the order in which the nodes are visited during a tree traversal can be easily determined by imagining there is a flag attached to each node as follows. So pre, in order, and post. So again, in the pre-order, root is first, in order, middle, root is middle, and then the post order, root is last. So to traverse the tree, collect the flags. Okay? So we have a sample binary tree here at the left side, lower part of your screen. Okay? So we have the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, applying the pre-order, so since in the pre-order, Okay, in the pre-order, root is visited first. So the root is what? The root is A. That's why we have A here. Okay, next. In pre-order, we're going to visit the left sub 3. So that's why we're going to have B. Okay? So again, next. So what are you going to read first? B or E? So as per pre-order rule, you're going to visit what? The left child first, which is left. D or E? So D. That's why we're going to have D here. So we're done visiting the left. Next is what? E. Okay? Next. So we're going to visit what? The right sub 3. So the right sub 3, we're going to start with the parent or the root, which is C. And then of course, we're going to visit what? We're going to visit the left part or the left child, which is F. Okay, next is the last one, which is the right child, which is G. Okay, so that's why from pre-order traversal, we have A, B, D, E, C, F, G. Okay, let's try the in order or visiting the root in the middle. Okay, so we have the flags here. Okay, so in the in order, although the root is visited in the middle, we're going to start with the what? We're going to start with the left, which is B. That's why we have D here. And then B. Okay. Again, every middle for the root. Next is the what? Right child, which is E. Okay. So we're done visiting what? The left sub 3. Next is, again, in order, root is what? In the middle. That's why we will get the A. So we're done in the what? We're done in the left sub 3. We're done in the root. We're going to move to the right sub 3. So again, we're going to start with the left. Okay, we have F here. Next is the root of the left sub 3, which is C, or the parent. Next is the right child, which is G. So again, for the in order, we have the D, B, E, A, F, C, and G. Okay, next, the post order. So again, in post order, the root is visited at the last. Okay? So we have the flags here again. So we're going to start with the left again. But the difference now is left and right before the root or the parent. Okay? So now we have D. Okay? Next, after visiting the left child, we're going to visit what? The right child, which is A. So after that, the last one, the last root or the last parent of the left sub 3, we have the B. Okay? Next. So we're done with the left sub 3. Okay? Can we get A? Not yet, because A is what? A is the root. And A or the root is visited at the last. So meaning to say, I'm going to move to right sub 3. Okay? So again, from the right sub 3, we're going to start with the left child. So we're going to start with F. Okay? Next. We're going to start with F. We're going to start, and then after F, we have the right child, which is G. And then moving upward, we have the C. Okay? And lastly, reading the last node or the root node, which is A. Okay? So now in the post order, we have D, E, B, F, G, C, and A. Okay? So results of traversal, we have another example here of the pre-order, of the in-order, and the post-order. Okay. So to determine the results of a traversal on a given tree, draw a path around the tree. So start on the left side of the root and trace around the tree. It's the same with flagging. Okay? Tracing is same with the flagging. Okay? The path should stay close to the tree. So pre-order process when passed down left side of the node. So we have the 1249, we have the 1249, 13, 5, and 42. And in order, we have the 13, 49, 5, 12, 42. And in the post order, we have 13, 5, 49, 42, and 12. Okay? So by the way, copying a binary tree in post order, again, the root is visited last. Here's a post order traversal to make a complete copy of a given binary tree. So this is the code or syntax. This is for Java again. So if public binary tree, copy tree, binary tree. So if BT is equals to null, return null. So binary tree left, copy tree, of course, copy the left child. Binary tree right, copy the right child. And then next, return the new binary tree. So get the root, and then the left subtree, and then the right subtree. Okay, next. So the other traversals are the reverse of these three standard ones. So that is the right subtree is traversed before the left subtree is traversed. So again, this is the order. So the pre-order, we have the root right left. In order, we have the right root left. And then in the post order, we have the right, left, and then root. Okay, that's the end of my topic. Do you have some question, class? None so far? Okay. So, class, thank you very much for joining this virtual class. I'm going to meet you again. So, we're going to discuss week 7 next week. Okay? So, thank you very much for your time. Good night, class, and then keep safe, everyone. Bye-bye.